This is TWiT.
It occurs to me actually that there's the sponsors that we tend to have on our show are, I think, kind of in the upper tier of their categories, and if you want to be in that tier, you have to do that proof of work, I guess. That might be a way of putting it. But we're a niche show too, and so that makes a difference as well. So you sort of pick it. But we're not in the Adtech world, especially as far as I know. So what matters here is we'll encourage people to buy what our advertisers have or whatever. But there's I sort of feel like we're in the older branding world, but I hadn't thought that much about what's the overhead for a company. And what are they willing to spend on it? How do they rationalize what they're going to spend on? That's not a very well-placed question, but it seems to me that the choices one has now are a lot different than they were when I, was the creative director of an ad agency, which I was before I started at Linux Journal. So, yeah.
Right. And this is where we kind of get into the problem of the two class sets of marketing literature. So there's information about how to do marketing that you can get for free. And there's information on how to do marketing that is paywalled or cost money. And so there's a book that's kind of your ticket into the world of marketing information that you have to pay for. And it's called How Brands Grow by Byron Sharp. And so there's definitely a difference between the how to do marketing information that you will get for free from a large platform company and the marketing literature that costs money. And what I've kind of found in getting into arguments about this stuff is that the people who can put their hands on a copy of How Brands Grow have a different point of view from the people who have there you go, How Brands Grow. That's the audiobook version. I have the hardcover. There's a Kindle version if you like being able to search. But it's really interesting to think about how some brands are just available to people mentally as one of the brands they consider when making a decision. And so the role of advertising in getting a brand onto that short list, like I would have with Michelin tires or Goodyear tires, right, is underrated, and it's not really covered by the kind of marketing tutorials that you can get for free from the big platform companies.